Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the show. I am your charming self-proclaimed yet still humble host, Mukluk. Today we are back in Enshrouded. And last time, we fought a big dragon who was really cheesy. And then we got really cheesy. Not really by intent, but he bugged out and then he just sat there and let us kill him. However, it was kind of a wake-up call of what the future may hold in our journeys in Enshrouded. And we got to, increase our stockpile of useful things. Because every time we would die on the fight and try again, like, I don't mind die, try again, die, try again. I play Souls-likes. However, in this game, you need a new food buff, you need more potions, like, your consumables are not replenished when you die, try again. So, since the last time off stream, I did a little bit of stuff. To upgrade the flame again, we need a bunch of wolfsbane. I had to Google what that was. It was apparently a small flower in the mountain region, which I had passed 1,000 times. I went, I found one, I planted a bunch in here, and starting to multiply it because we need like 60 of them. Are these ready, by the way? Hold on, 3 out of 3. While I'm holding the watering can, it shows me if they're fully grown. Okay, so some of them are. Okay, so we got those. So we can find more, but if I can just, like, replenish, use this to multiply them, that's fine, too. So, let's see. Wolf's Bane. There it is. Alright, there we go. So that'll make more seedlings. Even a garden gnome. Yeah, the game gives you a garden gnome. The other thing is potions. I want to have enough potions that I never have to think about, like, oh no, I'm using up my potions, So, working on that as well. So to make healing potions, there's many different sizes of healing potions, but this one is pretty painless. So as you can see here, we need a bunch of purple berries, honey, water, and chamomile. Honey involves growing sugarcane, turning that into sugar and giving it to the bees. Purple berries and chamomile just means, planting a whole bunch of them. So I'm just going to do that. I just made like 20. And next thing is bandages. Do I already have a full... I've already got a full stack of bandages, so that's fine. Alright, so come back down here. Let's see. Where was the heal potion box? Was that this one? That was this one. Alright, so put those in there. And we got some wool and some rocks. Take the wool over here. Another thing we're going to need more of is meat. We're going to need some more meat. Also, looking at this, we could go to cooked food if we wanted, but it's going to depend on if we are going to be staying in the cold area. What was this stuff? Hold on, let me get... While the watering can's in your hand, we could see it. These are berry bushes. Okay. So these were berries for healing potions. And these are yucca palms. I forget what these were for. There was something I needed yuccas for. But that's what those are for. Alright, so if we need more meat, that is going to mean more yaks. I did a little bit of that off stream here, which means expanding their area and putting down more beds so they can multiply more. So with that, hold on, let's do this. And upgrade this one. So we need to give them more space to do their thing. Let's see. Where is the hammer? Hammer is here. And... Okay, there was like a pit there in the ground a second ago. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so I could like mine out the wall, but I think this method is easier. As long as it's within your area, you can use the building tool and just say, oh, unbuild that, even if it's like a natural wall. And you can use this to, like, get rid of stuff. Plus, it doesn't use any stamina. Hi, Neof. can flatten the ground out again after. I wonder if this also gives them shelter, if they're underneath this rocky bit. You know what might be kind of funny is to put like one little pole right here, like it holds up the mountain. So we're gonna get a lot of this out of the way and put down a whole bunch of beds for the yaks to multiply. And that gives us wool. I don't know if we even need more wool, but that gives us wool, and also we can occasionally kill the yak for a bunch of meat. I do wish you could, like, scale the size of this thing that I'm clicking on right now. I wish I could make this larger, but I don't know a way to do that. Okay. Oh, there's another one. Alright, let's... Alright, and then just gonna use this to flatten it out. Okay, there's like a bump there or something. Okay, that fixes that. Alright. So, that's good for now. Let's get more yak beds. Muck, I did the first elixir roll yesterday, managed to bug out the thunder brute by getting him stuck, so I was able to chop down the shroud root without him moving, but I wasn't able to kill him because any damage done to him kept getting removed when he roared. So, it checked off that the quest was done, but I have to go back and do the well again, actually kill him and get his head. Yeah, I had a bugged dragon yesterday. So, I hear ya. What was I doing? Yak beds. Alright, so as I understand it, the animals will multiply if there are more beds for them to do so. Alright, and then yak food is fine. Alright. So that should allow us to get more yaks. I did not mean to do that. I wish the pet button was not the same. Like, it's the same button for pet and collect wool and pick up. I wish these were different. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. And I'm going to put him over here. Do that. And so we get some meat and some bones. So that's what we get when we take one of those out. Since this is EA, do you get periodic updates as they work on bugs? Yes. I played this game 2 years ago, and it was a lot of fun, and I'm playing it again right now, and often when I play games in EA, I just play, you know, for a while, and then I'm like, alright, that's pretty cool, I'm gonna wait till they, you know, release the whole thing. But I'm having so much fun this time that I really just don't want to put it down. So, you know, here I am many, many hours later. Alright, Spain seedlings. Okay, we need to plant these again. Okay. I think these are... Yeah, these are max grown. Yeah, I've heard rumors that they are revisiting, like, designing the combat system in this game. And honestly, I'm fine with the combat in this game. But if they want to have, like, really technical fights, like, for example, the dragon thing that we fought last time, if they want to have more fights like that, then I think it's great that they're doing a redesign on it. Because that was... a lot. It was a lot. You know, I could also expand the fence to go out a little bit more. And then that would give them more space as well. Let's see. I think I've got... Okay, yeah, there's some fences. I'm going to need more, though. Let's see, let's see, let's see. The one? Yeah, that's what I was using. Okay, let's try that. Could also move the well. Don't really need to right now, but it's an option. Alright, we're going to pick this up and move it slightly. This is all the stuff that we gather in this area, and it's in a magic chest, so we can pull from it from anywhere. Alright, so... that for now. Let's see. Mug, if I got my fashion sorted out and I want to, if I got full ascended gear while playing only one character, do I need gold anymore? I mean, is just, it can be useful for, like, if there's just fun stuff you want to get, you know, just legendary crafting, would be a big one, if you're interested at all in that. Can I... Like, legendaries are like a big time sink, that allow you to, you know, do stat changing and stuff on the fly. Wait, what the heck? No! There we go. Alright. There we go. Alright, we will see... I should just leave the beehive in here. The bees and the yaks all get along great. No, I could move this somewhere else. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff in there. Yo, Muk, what games are you streaming this week? We are working on this, you know, Guild Wars 2, Mutiny Monday, Neo 3, and might be starting Resident Evil Requiem. Had quite a few requests for that one. Alright, that's 35, okay, so... All this planted stuff is going to take a while. All right. Can't upgrade that one yet. Mugenics? I've looked at other people play Mugenics, and I honestly wasn't interested. I think I'll pass on that one. Okay. Alright, we'll have this process some wool, just in case we need it later. Alright, so we got a bunch of bandages, got a bunch of heal potions, and we're on our way toward having a bunch more bandages, as well as more meat in case we need it. And another thing is, the last time I played this on stream, the only thing I needed to make upgrades for my gloves and boots was a whole bunch of bug parts, like 50 plus bug parts. I did that. I farmed those off stream too. So I did finish crafting the gloves and boots that go with this set of gear that I'm currently wearing, which are these right here. So that gives us a tiny bit more stats. Okay, so with all that, we need more silver, more malvein, more amethyst, and more sparks. And we know places to get those things. We just have to go get those things. Let's see. Malvein is something crafted here. That's it right there. What am I short on? Shroud Vapor. Okay. Shroud Vapor. I need Enshrouded Ice. And active mycelium. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna eat this, and eat this. And let's see, we're gonna go here. And go get Shrouded Ice. Prismatic, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate you. At Muck, is Neo 3 fun or frustrating? And Paul Jump says, can I buy the last 2 expansions with gems? No. You cannot buy any expansions in Guild Wars 2 with gems, but you can buy Living World Seasons with gems, which are like little mini DLCs. Is Neo 3 fun or frustrating? In my opinion, fun. I'll say the story, as someone who doesn't know the history of Japan, the story doesn't make any sense to me at all. They're like, apparently a lot of the people in the game are named after famous figures. It'd be like, for me, it'd be like if I played a Souls-like and I run into like King Arthur and Napoleon or something. But all of the names, like, I'm not following that at all. But the gameplay, the challenge of the bosses and stuff, I'm having a lot of fun there. I will say my biggest, if I were to pick a negative about Neo 3, would be system bloat. It has, like, sometimes I'll like, unlock a new talent point, and it takes me a minute to figure out where I unlocked it, because there's, like, 57 different things with their own points. There's just so many systems. Thanks, Monkey Rock. You're quite welcome. Laura says, I saw a video yesterday. It was sponsored by WoW New Expansion. I came to know it will have housing now in this X-Pack. Didn't WoW have housing before? Okay, so I haven't been following WoW too closely since I stopped playing it years ago, but it did not have housing when I played it. And I believe it was fairly recent that it got housing at all. So I think it either didn't have housing until... Like, I think it got housing, like, in the last year or something. Key Pulse is annoying in the Neo series. Well, yeah, I never use it. So there's a thing in Neo. In Neo 3, you can do a ninja fighting style or samurai or swap between them like a Guild Wars 2 weapon swap. And the samurai has a thing where, like, let's say you hit on the enemy, and instead of stamina, you use ki. So you hit on him, you wail on him, you dodge, you parry, and you tire yourself out. And there's these little blue motes that are, like, floating around you as you expend stamina, or ki. And then occasionally they flash, and if you hit a button right when they flash, you recollect them, and it, like, instantly refills your ki bar. And then you can go ham again. If you fail to do that, then you can, you just have to wait for it to recharge the slow way. Ninja has different trade-offs, but Ninja does not have that key pulse thing. But it's kind of like a mini game because you are trying to like fight and parry and all this other stuff, but then you're also like trying to play Subway Surfers down in the corner at the same time. I am not great at the key pulse thing. When you play Ninja, you don't have to deal with that, and I've been having more fun with Ninja. Housing came with Midnight early release feature, brand new and well. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'd seen some people talking about it, but I hadn't been following the conversation that close. Alright, so we got a bunch of enshrouded ice. Also in here somewhere is silver. I need to find that. I know I've gotten silver in here at some spot. I'm like Ice Beach. Oh, hello. Let's see. Oh, what I meant to do. Whoa! Snuck up behind me. And again. Okay. I believe the largest amount of silver we ever found was down in here. Actually gonna loot all the bugs this time in case we end up needing more of that stuff, since I recently had to go farm 50 of them. Oh god. Shield burrow. Shield guys are annoying. I can kill him. They're annoying though. Silver ore from one of those boxes. Oh, hang on, what's that? Wait. Speech says, if I subscribe to your Twitch channel, do you still make money from me, quote unquote, when I watch your stream? I think what you're asking is, like, if an ad break plays, Okay, so what you're saying is, like, if everyone watching me is subscribed to me, do I still get money when, like, ads play? I don't think I get money, like, if I play an ad and you're subbed, I don't think I would get anything on your behalf, but I will say, like, if you're subbed to me, that's way more than I would get for the ad, right? Because, like, if you were to subscribe on the Twitch side of things, that's like $5 value usually, right? Depending on the region you're in. Like, I would not make that much from a single person from just ad revenue in a month. Like, that would be more support. I know on what is it? YouTube. There's like YouTube Premium or YouTube Red or whatever it's called. And if you have that, then every time you would like play an ad or whatever, then everyone who has like the premium you'll get paid as if they saw an ad. I think on Twitch, if you've got Turbo, it might work the same way. God, I want to like chain lightning. It seems so bad. Turbo's supposed to give you revenue. Yeah. Yeah, Turbo on Twitch, Premium on Prime. Oh, sorry, Premium on YouTube. I believe those give revenue as if the individual saw an ad, even if they didn't. Is there a guide for Guild Wars 2 Legendary Armor? Along the lines of do this every day, do that once a week, etc. What's up, Samathis? If you do !legend in my chat, it will pull up a link to a webpage of mine that has guides for every single legendary item in the game. That is the biggest thing I can offer you. But if you don't like video guides and you want a written guide, then Guild Gen or just like the wiki can give you like the written stuff. Ragdriel, no S. Thank you. Sure. If you're just starting legendary crafting for the very first time, I recommend Acacia, the legendary gloves from Fractals, because those, you don't spend any resources crafting them other than time. It just gives it to you like an achievement reward. And Season of the Dragon's Amulet, same thing. Alright, this is going to take a minute, but this is the only big silver deposit I've ever found that I can recall. Views still have an impact through it isn't direct monetization. It's true. One of the obvious ones is like on Twitch, when people are browsing, like let's say they're looking at Enshrouded right now. The more viewers you have, the higher you up in the Enshrouded category. So if I did do this, and hang on, let me pause this so it's not ticking down. Do that, and nope, that's not it. Hang on, I pulled up a user named Enshrouded apparently. Okay, so you see right here. Oh, I didn't expect this. So I'm at the top right now, and then this guy is 77, this guy is 76, this guy is 54. So when you look at the Enshrouded category, it sorts high to low. So for every additional viewer, there is a higher chance that you'll get more additional viewers, because if someone wants to watch Enshrouded gameplay, they'll probably just click on one of the first things. They probably won't scroll down very far. Additionally is sponsors. Whenever a sponsor is considering paying me to do something, they always look at my numbers for the last 3 months. So every single one of y'all that, like, you know, visits the stream frequently, you contribute to that. You contribute to the chance that I will get sponsors, and also you contribute to how much I get paid by the sponsors. Because they pay you based on, like, your last 3 months. Like, your average. Where is it? We're at 26 right now. I don't have an exact count of how much I need. I think it's like at least 40. Can't you make a drill or something like that? What's the point of having magic if you cannot make magic mines for you? Oh, I can make bombs, and I can just blow up the ground, but it destroys the silver. I tried that very early on, because there are grenades you can use for clearing terrain very fast, but you don't get ore if you use them. And also, this is the best mining pick I can craft so far. Depending on what I'm mining, like, it can be, like, mining through some materials, it's like cutting through butter. It's very easy, but this stuff is just really, really hard. Like, the ground here has much higher like, HP, so it takes more hits with the pickaxe. That's actually how they run it, is like the pickaxe does, where is it? Pickaxe does 55 damage a swing. And then the ground here has, like, I don't know, 150, 200 hit points per tile. How much do sponsorship contributes on actual game sales, though? That's the thing, is it depends. So, let me give you an example. So, not long ago, I got sponsored to do streams with Nagura. And oh gosh, I always spell her name wrong. Is it 2 U's? It's 2 U's. All right, I got sponsored to do streams with Nagura and make 2 YouTube videos out of it. And I did that. And I called it Teaching a WoW Veteran Guild Wars 2. And they did really, like, for me, a video breaking 10K views is slightly above average. Because I'll make a lot of videos that will just, they won't even hit like 5K views, and I'll occasionally make one that hits like 200K. So these are really good. Like, for sponsored videos, these are the best I've ever done. So, like, on these, they have the link that they gave me, like, you know, click here to download Guild Wars 2. It's not the same link I'm usually plugging that's my referral link. It's a tracking link so they can see how well that campaign did. So I think on that, it did really, really freaking well. On the other hand, I did a sponsored campaign for Yakuza Kiwami 3. And they
An anonymous
gave me...
user gifted a tier 1 sub to Furry Milk.
Gross. That's disgusting. Thank you. Yakuza Kiwami 3, they gave me 10 copies of the game to give away while doing the stream, which was incredibly generous. That was amazing. However, I'm pretty sure a lot less people bought the game because I was just giving out copies. So, I don't know how many people bought it, but I would guess they probably lost money on sponsoring me that time. But then there's some others, like NVIDIA GeForce Now. They were so happy with how good we did on this channel showing off their product. They came back and they've sponsored me like 3 times. And, like, each time was a package deal. Like, each time they sponsored me for, like, a pack of 4. So, it's like, I've done, like, 12 sponsored streams for GeForce Now. So, like, we were both really happy about that. So, like, I always assume that they were really happy with whatever numbers they got if they come back for repeat business. Alright, we're at 50 right now. At this point, just going to get a bit more, and then we're going to teleport out of here, and then go throw all this in the furnace. It's a big vein. It's the only large silver vein I have found that I remember its location. There's another spot I know of that's like right by one of my flames, but it only gives 5 silver ore each time and that has to respawn. Even if they lost money, they might make goodwill. Yeah, and I try to do that sometimes. Like, for example, I recently played through Deck of Haunts, which was by a small indie dev. They didn't sponsor me. They did give me the copy for free, but I get a lot of that. Like, I don't know how it works, but it's like when you pass certain metrics, like maybe it's like 10,000 subs on YouTube or something, you end up on a mailing list. And people just constantly mail you copies of their game. It's like, oh, here's the Steam key, we just had a launch, we hope you play it, we hope you like it, you know? Like, they're not willing to pay anything or sponsor, but they're just like, here's a key, we hope you'll play it and like it, and we hope your audience likes it, and we hope your audience buys it. So I end up with a lot of game keys, and frequently they're for, like, you know, some indie's first game, or it's some game with crypto, you know, it's something I wouldn't show you guys, right? But on occasion, there's some gems in there, right? Deck of Haunts was one that I got for free, and I was like, oh, this actually looks fun. I played it, and then I even did, like, a review video for it. And the Deck of Haunts dev actually on Twitter and Blue Sky put on blast that I reviewed his game. Like, he was really appreciative of it. So it was nice. I've definitely got some goodwill with that guy. Okay. Alright, let's do the thing to port back out of the Shroud and get back out of here. In terms of efficiency and converting dollars to muck dollars, probably goes donations. He accepts them, Patreon, other stuff, but other stuff usually comes in metrics. Yeah, if, like, oh no, I forgot about that spot. I hate that spot so much. For some reason, every time I like, port back at that shrine, it just drops me. But yeah, if you're trying to support a streamer, me or someone else, like, monetarily, which, you know, you don't have to do, but you can just, like, do a donation through PayPal or something like that. If you want to, like, regularly support them, the best way is Patreon, because on Patreon, the creator gets 92% of it. On Twitch, by default, you get 50. If you're a Partner Plus on Twitch, you get 70. And on YouTube, everyone gets 70. So it's a better split on Patreon. But if you're just trying to support in the general sense, I mean, just keeping the tab open is huge. Okay. That is the silver covered. I bought Deck of Haunts thanks to you, so thanks to you. I also plan to buy Ixion, so thanks again. Oh, you're very welcome. Alright, so let's do a few things here. Mirage. Is that a staff? I think that's a staff. Okay. It's not an upgrade. Okay. Alright, let's check on the garden. We got more of these to plant. And we're going to need the watering can. Alright. These are 4 out of 5. These are still not fully grown. And these are 3 out of 4. These are still not fully grown either. And these are 1 out of 3. Good lord. Why is everything growing so slow? Speaking of money, how's the insurance coverage saga going, Mr. Streamer? Oh man, it's bad. Like, I have health insurance. It's not great because, like, I'm not employed by another organization, you know? I'm just on my own. So doctor visits are pretty expensive, especially because, you know, U.S. healthcare, blah, blah, blah. But the the multiple doctor visits I've had to do this year with my like throat getting messed up, and then that emergency room trip for my kids, stuff like that. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like when they stuck the camera down my throat to look at the damage, we got a bill for like $900. I think our crappy health insurance is covering like 300 of it, so we got to pay like the rest. And then like when my kid had to go to the emergency room and he was there for like an hour, we got a bill for $33,000, which I don't have. We are still waiting to see how much of that is going to be covered by health insurance. I'm not currently sure. To clarify, he was in surgery for 1 hour. He was there recovering for a few more hours. So the recovery room was a charge as well. But, yeah. America. I need more farm soil. Need more Springlands dirt. But yeah, it's been it's kind of funny because the whole thing with my voice, for example, started when I overdid it because drops were active, remember? And I streamed for 18 hours. And I made a lot of money that day. I've used all of it. All of that, like, it is no longer worth it to have done that. Okay. Alright, well this looks kind of weird now. There's like a shelf. Okay. So there's more of the quest thing. Let's see. So the berry bushes, the yucca fruit. Could do more berry bushes. If there's anything else I need, could do indigo. Oh, I need indigo. Oh, I think gentian makes. So I've been using rooibos tea. I think gentian is the upgrade to that for drink. So rooibos is 30 stamina, 18 regen. That's 50 stamina, 24 regen, 100 mana. Yeah, and that's just gentians. So that's super easy. Okay, so yeah, we're going to want to multiply gentians for the future. Okay, what do we not have enough of? Fertilized farm soil. Need nitrate. Oh, that's right. I was going to make shroud vapor here. Oh, and I've got some nitrate that I made earlier that I forgot about. Okay. I can't make more shroud vapor. Why? I need active mycelium. Mined in Springland Shroud. Okay, that's pretty easy. And mining that will be quick because Springlands is the first zone of the game, so I should be able to cut through that very easily. Okay. Springlands Shroud. Let's go up to the spire. Let's see, that's why some people choose to fly to other countries for healthcare. Even come here to Brazil because the expenses are cheaper than the US healthcare expenses. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, there's also some places that have a reputation. Like, isn't it, I think it's Turkey that guys fly to when they're trying to fix their hair. Like they do like either cheap or good or both hair implants. Like some places just have like a reputation at this point. first off, is anything here wanting to kill me? Get rid of that. Alright, we need this glowy stuff. Funny if you just say about turkey hair implants, planning something, Muk. Oh, I mean, my hairline has gone back. Like, I didn't always, like, I've always had the widow's peak, but this, like, Vegeta thing I got going on, like, no, I didn't have that my whole life, so. Now, would I fly to another country for hair implants? I don't know. I'd probably just shave it all off. I don't want the Jean-Luc Picard, right? I think if it goes back to the Patrick Stewart, I'd probably just shave it. But definitely I'm going to keep it as long as I can. I'm happy with how my hair looks at the moment. But if it keeps running away from me, we'll see. But no, I am not I don't even have a passport, man. I would have to do a lot of work to leave the country. I'm not going to do that for hair. That was literally just the first thing I thought of. Grow the beard back, shave the noggin. Then I would just look like that toy where you use the magnet to move the hair. The beard comb over. Just grow the beard really long and then comb it over the top of my head. Like ZZ Top. There's still room in Europe for Americans. I mean, I don't really have any desire to go to Europe. Like, believe me, I'm not proud of my country with everything going on, especially with like the healthcare conversation, but based on what I see in the news, Europe's got its own problems. I mean, like, I don't know that it's like a massive upgrade. Like, if I were to snap my fingers and magically move to another country, I think it's, God, is it Norway that has the, like, stellar education system? I would consider that because of my kid. As long as I still had good internet. The whole world has its own problems? Yeah, but some seem way worse than others, you know? Hey, Mike, how's your day going? I woke up not too long ago, so I'm doing fine. We got better internet in Norway than you. I'm on fiber, so I think we might be tied. I don't think you'd probably have it better. But I think it's Norway that has the reputation for the really good education system. So as a parent, I would consider that. But other than that, like, education or affordable healthcare is how you get my vote. I don't really care about much else. Your own country will always look worse for you than everyone else. Okay, Rag, I just got charged $33,000 for taking my kid to the emergency room for an hour. Okay? I don't think this is just a matter of me nitpicking, alright? There are some terrible things about where I live. Alright, so there's a bunch of shroud vapor. Is that going to use up all the salt? That is going to use up all the salt. Okay, salt is next. Like, I live in a place where if you have to call 911, you are bankrupt for 3 generations, alright? Yeah, they show up, but...
Lemon_King gifted a tier 1 sub to 33,000. They have given 4 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Lemon King. I really appreciate that. Welcome. Monk, have you heard back from the insurance company yet? Bits and Pete, we still keep getting more bills. Like, we get a bill and it's like, you know, used recovery room, $5,000. And then we're like, okay. And then like a week later, it's like anesthesia, $2,000. And it's like, okay. And then a week later, and they just keep coming. They just keep coming and they don't stop coming. All right, next is Salt, which is just northwest of me. Yeah, they don't even package it all up into one envelope. They hit you with a barrage of them. Like, to give a few other examples, the each time I talked to a doctor about my messed up throat and we were trying to figure it out, like, I did a couple of online visits with them where I was just like on a video call for like 10-15 minutes to, you know, troubleshoot. And then, you know, later went into the in-person thing. Each of those online 10 to 15 minute talks were like $200 or $300. And then the, you know, the in-person one where they actually put a camera in my mouth, it was $900. And I have not paid most of those off. Okay, this is Salt. Hold on, who just shot me? Who done it? There's a low-level archer here somewhere. I guess I can just get started. Okay. Dude, someone's trolling me right now. There you are. Let's see. Muck, one former EverQuest fan who still plays old school on emulators to another EQ fan. Do you have any thoughts on Monsters and Memories? I know a little bit about it. I know Monsters and Memories is basically made by people who enjoyed EverQuest 1. I would love to try it out as a, you know, old EQ enjoyer. I don't know how well modern audience, when I say modern audience, I just mean like my current audience in this year. I don't mean like the modern audience. You know, when I don't know how well my audience would enjoy that, you know? Because like that's something that's nostalgic for me, but I worry that a lot of, you know, people from current gaming time would be like, this is boring. But would I like to try it? Yes, absolutely. I would like to try it. Baguette! Thank you for the prime. Hon, Baguette. Go, Ninja! Go, Ninja! Go!
Hey, look, it's the Tree of Birds. How are you today?
Hi, Barcher. Okay, got over 300 salt. This is what I was talking about earlier. So because that's a low-level material, the mining pit can just shred through it very quickly. So that's gonna last me a good while. I ain't doing corpse runs and losing levels. No thanks on that. Played EQ when it was the only game in town. I don't think it was ever the only game in town, but it was like the MMO, I guess. It was the MMO in town.
Oi!
Okay. So we got lots of that now.
Hey!
So that is cooking shroud vapors. That's going to be going for a little bit. And let's see what else. So Malvine, oh sorry, we need more amethyst. And we need sparks. So amethyst, I believe, was in various places in the mountains. In the mountains. Sparks is not difficult, it's just time. I need to revisit a bunch of flames and gather them up. It's really weird that while next to a flame, you can't teleport out of there because it's touching the shroud. Alright. Shoot. Where is this one? It's slightly above me. Ah, cave. Alright, there's 4 more. Okay. What was this one, and do I still need it here? What is that on the cliff? I don't remember what this is. Lapis lazuli. Not what I need right now. I wonder if I kept that flame here for when I need lapis. Okay. What else we got? That's where the dragon was. Side note, running through the before last area in Neo 3 to find some stuff I haven't picked up. I'm stressed out of my mind. This area's a nightmare. I haven't gotten there yet. So I don't know what you're seeing. Don't spoil me though. Yeah, last night during Neo 3, I mostly ran into bosses that I missed that I was out-leveling. Like, I had out-leveled. So, I, like, killed them pretty quickly. Like, the boss music would start, and then I was like, okay, and, oh, you're dead. I think that's obsidian. Let's see, where was the amethyst? I don't know if there's amethyst in here or not. Do you think they heard boss music? Do I the bosses heard boss music when I walked in? I don't know if there's any of what I need in this cave. Alright. Let's check what's over here. Your poison bombs last night made me want to try them myself. That stuff is hard. Yeah, that went better than I expected. Because, like, I replaced the poison shuriken, and I'm like, alright, these better be stronger, because they are sacrificing a lot of range. And they were way stronger, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll keep them. Oh, hello. Oh wait, he's actually resisting. Okay, that too. This is what I need. It's one of those things, you see it 1,000 times when you don't need it, and then you need it, and you're like, where did I see that stuff? That's me right now. Trying to find amethyst. Where am I right now? I'm over here. Can you name map markers? Nope. That is a feature that has been requested. You can name your fires you put down, but if you make a map marker, you can't name it. Alright, hang on a sec. I'm gonna look it up because I have already found it a dozen times. I just can't remember where. Albany Summits. Yeah. Okay. First thing that popped up was go to the Albany Spire and go a little east. They appear like geodes? Yeah, I remember. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I just can't remember the location. Alright. Six. Head east from the spire, jump off to glide in that direction. You won't have to go far. There should be able to find an amethyst deposit on a nearby hillside. I did go east. Let's try again. Yeah, I remember what it looks like. It's like someone said a minute ago, it's like a geode. It's like big purple crystals coming out in like a orb formation. Is that obsidian or coal? That's obsidian. I've heard it said that most Americans are one medical emergency away from bankruptcy. Yeah. Yeah, that is true for a lot. Like I said, my son was in the emergency room for 1 hour this year, and the bill we got was $33,000. We're still waiting to find out how much of that insurance will cover, but that's probably going to be pay the smallest allowed amount for the next many years type thing. Yeah, if you need like an ambulance or if your house burns down in a fire or something like that, like, God. Hey, Muck and Chats, what's up, Crimson? How you doing? Wait. Oh, I think I see some. I'm pretty sure that's amethyst right there. That's at a very inconvenient spot. But I think, ow! But I think that's amethyst. Who shot me? Which one of y'all shot me? Rude. Oh god, of course the granite's really tough. I'm trying to, like, dig a staircase into the mountain. Don't forget to take your joy today. Oh, I've got the wet debuff. Hang on. Holding a torch to dry off. I see GW2 questions are welcome. I got a question. What's the class as a whole that should be yeeted out and why? You can absolutely be biased. There are no, I would jokingly say Guardian, but there's no class I think should be gone from the game. But Elite Specs is a different conversation. I think some of the Elite Specs are incredibly stupid. Like Antiquary, Vindicator, which is all about just jumping up and down. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we got that amethyst. Now there's that one up there that I would really need to just, like, land inside of. Alright, so I'm gonna try gliding from the spire and landing right in that geode if I can. If the rock was softer, I would just chop my way into up into it, but it's taking way too long to mine through it. Oh, of course, now there's fog. Great. Now I can't see anything. Don't take away my bouncy boy. I would take your bouncy boy. Throw it right in the dumpster. Wait, I missed it. God dang it, friggin' fog. Trolling me. Also, I wish the marker would appear on the spot in the world view earlier. Woo! I did it. Just gonna grab a bunch of this stuff right now. I think I have enough for my current needs, but let's just get a lot of it for the moment. Ugh, I'm out of stamina. Oh, we've got the wet debuff again. Wish you could put down markers of the world without using the map. Yeah, I wish I could just label the markers more than anything. I'm pretty confident they'll add that before, like, game release though. stocking up. Because it was a pain to find this. Is Spawn of Muck and Anna going into high school in the fall? Is the Spawn of Muck and Anna going to high school? Anna's not going to high school. I would be going to jail. Yes. Yes, he is wrapping up 8th grade. Okay, 102 amethyst. More than enough. Alright, next up, we're gonna go back home, deposit this stuff, check on the crops, because we need to keep that one stuff growing. If I ever play this again, from the beginning, I now know that what I need to do is anytime we gotta upgrade the flame, I need to find the plant associated with it, and start mass producing that plant much earlier. Okay, I need a repair. Dog is like, you cannot go through the door until you pet me. Let me out! Alright. I think these trees are ready to be chopped. They are ready for harvesting. I gotta say, after having auto loot on, was it Windrose, the pirate enshrouded we played? Oh man, really would like it right now. Nice trees you got there. Yeah, shame if something happened to them. I forget what I needed the yuccas for. I think it might have been for yak food. Good evening, sexy people. What's up, Jive? What about these? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Alright. Alright, the wolfsbane is not done, but the berry bushes are. And now I spam click my E button until my keyboard breaks. Okay. Lots of yucca fruits, lots of berries. Berries were used for health potions, that's why we were doing that. As a side effect, we got a lot of lumber. Remember where resin was going. Okay, there we go, it was going there. Like, I expect to see you swimming underwater in this game by the end of the week, chop chop. I don't even know where the next area is, but I know I need to upgrade my flame, and I'm working on that right now. Alright. So, we need, let's see. Silver's processing right now. Wolfsbane is growing. Alright, there we go. Silver's done. Let's put this in a box. Alright, Sparks Malvane is from the lab upstairs. Let's check on that.
Hey.
What am I missing? Nitrate. Also, where was tar from? Crafted a charcoal kill. Oh, that's easy. Okay, so I need more nitrate. I used it all on farm soil. What am I low on? I have shroud sand, I have wood acid, I have salt. I guess I have to tell it to use the other sand. What? What do you mean no recipe unlocked? I just selected the recipe. Dude, what the f is it doing? Okay, I guess I need to let it finish what it's doing now, and then I can try to fiddle with it. It's being weird. Alright, so we're taking steps toward getting Malvane. The Wolf's Blood, or Wolfsbane, is multiplying in the yard right now. It needs more time. The only other thing is Sparks. Let's check the two that are really easy to access and see if they've already respawned. No, it does not respawn. Okay. So, I'm gonna have to go to different ones. I can close these amethyst tabs now. Alright. Let's see. Now, I believe each flame in the mountains gives 5 sparks if I can get to them. Alright, yep, there's 5. There's one there. God, that could be anywhere. I can't tell elevation-wise where that one is. That could be kind of cool if, like, when you mouse over stuff on the map, it gave you, like, an elevation, like a, you know, number above sea level type of thing. Alright, there's 5 more. Cool, cool. There's one over that way. Let's see. Wait, was that the one I just got? I have to check the map again. No, that's the one I just got. Okay, this should be ungotten. Yeah, on the topic of games kind of similar to this, that one that we played was it last night? No, I think it was the night before last. Was it Nested Lands? I really like what they're trying to go for with this one. Like right now, it's not there. But like we played it for like almost 3 hours and I could tell like what they were going for, and I was like, okay, if they can polish this, I think I'd have a lot of fun with this. Because it was like Enshrouded plus Stranded Alien Dawn combined, which is like 2 games I love. But they're not there yet. It's a bit rough right now. Hey, Mark Chad. Hi, Sayu. Oh, shoot. Ah. Hoping this climbs up there. I think I can work with this. Nice, 5 more sparks. Pretty close to the red shroud now. Oh. I've never... Oh, that... I've never seen one of those hooks like off of a tree leaning at a 45-degree angle. Alright, so done, 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 done. There's this one. Let's see if I can reach that. Above me. Oh god. Oh, that's not a good sign. Might be better to go here, because that's at the top of the mountain, and then I might be able to reach it. Let's try that. At first I thought that this was like a solid mountain range and I wouldn't be able to cross from there to there, but that thought was mistaken. Nice. Alright, that's 5 more sparks. While I'm over here, is this red shroud? What is this? We got some kind of side quest over here. so some kind of little dungeon here. Alright, so we could knock this out, and then we'll check on the plants at home. And see how many sparks we have total at that point. Secret wall. Nice. Superior health potion. Spikes left, secret wall straight. Mythic wand. Hollow's Eve hood. Spooky. I remember one of the few times I went viral is the first build of this game. I had water aura, and I was standing in those spikes, and I was like, guys, I'm gonna go make a sandwich. And the spikes would hit me, and the water aura would full heal me, and the spikes would hit me, and the water aura would full heal me. And that clip became, like, went around on, like, Twitter and Dexerto and stuff. And it kind of, like, showed how overpowered water aura was. And also how weak the spikes were. I don't know if they nerfed water aura, but they buffed the hell out of the spikes. And now the spikes do, like, 10 times the damage they used to. Am I in Shroud? Yeah, I am in Shroud, okay. Hollow's Eve gloves and ignited hammer. Oh, scythe guy. Oh my god, what just hit me? Dude, some other thing knocked me down there. Oh my god, I can't see him here. Well, at least the weird staircase thing seemed to screw up his charge pathing. That helped me a little bit. The scary things with those scythe guys is they can leap at you. You can't do story missions and co-op in Guild Wars. You mean Guild Wars 1 or 2? If you mean Guild Wars 2, you can? You can have people help you in your story missions. But if they, you know, if they're not on the same story step, like, they don't get credit or anything.
Guys, look at me! I'm so curvy!
There's a lot of dudes in there. Hollow's Eve chess piece. No, 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 no! Am I already dead? I can't tell if I was dead or not. I was trying to jump and use updraft, but you have to space jump, space double jump, space glide, space updraft. So you have to hit the space key 4 times for it to work. Okay, I think I hadn't officially died yet. I think I was like, I had 1 more pixel to go. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let's see fashion-wise what this stuff looks like. Spoopy. Skinny. Yeah. It's alright. It's alright. Okay.
Oi!
Alright, what was this mythic wand? Shock damage 41. My current shock wand does 46, but that's at max upgrades. So this could probably surpass that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Upgrade. Would your loot have been gone forever if you died there? No, it would have, it would leave like a little tombstone in there, and I would have to go back to get it. But not gone forever. Alright, these are still growing. Some of these are done. Okay. Let's check the lab.
Hello.
Change recipe, Melvin. What is it about to run out of? I think tar. So I need to make more tar. Which is charcoal kiln.
Hi.
Okay, and we're going to need more Springlands dirt soon. Which is literally just the dirt in the area we're already in. But I don't want to get it while I'm inside the perimeter of my base, because it won't replenish if I do. I know that fist action at the end of the... Say punch, don't say fist action. At the end of the line of plants was because he clicked after running. Well, yeah, I was just holding down the left click and running down the line. And so it was like plant, 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 punch. Okay. Let's see. Some more wolfsbane. Alright. Okay. Yaks. Alright, upgrade. 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 Did not mean to do that. All right. What is going on with this one? What is happening? He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go sleep this off. Did you just kill the yak? Yeah, we're growing them for meat. Yes, I just killed the yak. You monster. Welcome to farming. This is the murder corner. Don't worry, we use a very painless procedure. It's called Fireball. Okay. All right. So at this point, we need. Let's go over to this. 12 more sparks. Wolfsbane is growing. Malviane is being made at the lab.
Oh. Hello.
Now it's gonna take time. First not feeding the animals, now yak slaying. I fed the yaks. I did feed them. Finding cosmetic items. What is that? That is very close by. Location below. Oh my god, my legs. Does that open the doors? That opens the doors. Is that it? No, that's not it. Search this area. Oh. A full set of noble clothes. Okay. Guess that was it. Alright. Let's go check and see what these look like. Very innocuous looking box. Let's see, character, customize appearance, a tiara. These are like the gloves you use to challenge someone to a duel. Pull them off and slap the other guy. Alright, these are all a no for me, dog. Oh, dude, I have freaking 34 nitrate here. What the heck? I was like scrambling to make more earlier. This needs to be in a magic box so it gets pulled from.
Oi.
Okay. Alright. 12 more sparks. Let's see. It's been a day or two. We could see if these have respawned yet. Oh my god, this... It's been almost 2 hours and we've just been working on upgrading the flame the whole time. Well, I guess, and also multiplying our potions and meat stocks.
Mukluk flashbang.
Thank you, Sayu. Appreciate you. Too soon, Muk? What do you mean too soon? Ah, okay, that still hasn't respawned. I know they respawn, but I don't know how long it takes. So it's more than a day. The meat stores? Oh. Darth Mole, just imagine if I could, like, grow a whole bunch of moles and then kill them for meat. What a time to be alive. Speaking of a game with moles, Age of Wonders 4 next DLC looks pretty crazy. The new, like, type of people that you can get are nomads, and you can literally move your city. And you can, like, take resource deposits, like, out of the ground and bring them with you. And if other people, like, so you could play it like a scavenger, or you could play it, like a siege type of thing, where you go and try to, like, you know, encircle another city and take all their resource nodes. Like, literally take them, like, and then leave with them. Yeah, this is not what I came here for, but while I'm here, I could get some more sulfur. Where do you get moles from nomads? I said, speaking of a game that has moles in it, because Age of Wonders 4, you can make a whole city with moles. And then I started telling you about Age of Wonders 4's new DLC. Moles are not known for their hearing. I didn't know that about AOW4. AOW4, you can pick what your people look like, and they've got, like, humans and orcs and elves and halflings, and then they also have a bunch of different animal peoples. And one of them is moles. You can have a mole civilization. They're adding rabbit people. Like, it's mostly cosmetic what your people look like, but they're adding a rabbit people to the Nomad update. Oh, wow. I went right... Dude, I went right past it. Alright, there we go. 4 sparks. Let's see if I can reach that one. Muck, are you trying Styx Blade of Greed sometime in the future? At least like 2 weeks ago. Yes. We played the other 2 Styx games. I plan to play the 3rd one. Just don't know when I'm going to get to it. The next game that we're going to start on this channel is going to be Resident Evil Requiem. It just came out, so, you know, the iron's hot and all that. So I'll start that soon, TM. Just haven't figured out when. And when I get tired of the Enshrouded Early Access, or in the evenings when I finish Neo 3, like one of those things. Chest on that tent. A few random knickknacks. Alright, I think we have nearly enough of the... Well, it's nighttime. Let's go back and skip that so we can see again. How many Summit Sparks usually get 5 or 6? They get 5, and I've gotten all of them in the last in-game day, so they haven't respawned yet.
Hey!
Alright. And while we're here, let's check on the stuff. Mostly still level 2. That one's 3. Weird that only one of them was. Okay. How many sparks do we have now versus how many do we need? 45 out of 50. Need 5 more. Alright, and then check the lab upstairs.
Hey!
It is taking a while. Oh, the tar. Okay, that's as many Malvines as we can queue up. So, let's see. So think when all this is done, we're gonna have 30 out of 40?
Hello.
What are we short on right now? We're gonna have to have more Shroud Vapor, which is Enshrouded Ice, Active Mycelium, and Salt. I don't want to change the recipe on that right now. It'll restart it, though. Enshrouded ice, active mycelium. $15 active mycelium, 8 enshrouded ice. Alright, so I guess I probably gonna need more of both of those. Okay. Aloft needs a second toolbar in this game, so tired of swapping out tools, I need them. Agreed, agreed. Oh, man. Like, honestly, there could be different ways of doing it, but like, in World of Warcraft, you know, you can just go into the options and be like, enable another hotbar, and you can add another hotbar. That would be fine. One way, I know Emberville, the game that I'm trying to voice act for, they're doing a thing where it's like, if you are in your farm area, you just auto-equip your farm tools. You never have to hit a button for it. It just happens. If you are at a mining node and you're not in combat, you just automatically pull out your mining pick. You know, you don't have to deal with, like, you know, changing your hotbar around each time. So, I mean, that something like that would be amazing, too. Like, just have a button for mining, and it just automatically just pulls your mining pick out when you hit that button or something. I don't know. There's a few ways that it could be, you could go about it. EQ1, you could have bars all over the place. Yeah, in WoW, when I played, I used to have, I think, yeah, you had your main bar was across the bottom left, and then I had, like, 1 or 2 on the bottom right, and you could have 1 or 2 on the right side. And you could also, like, assign put stuff on those bars, assign hotkeys to them, and then just hide the bars. Like, assuming, you know, you didn't need to see the cooldown or anything. So you could assign, like, you know, fishing and stuff like that to hotkeys without actually needing to pull up the hotbar for that. Does anyone use all those skills? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not, like, all at the same time, but yeah. Let's see. As people you playing WoW with like 7 hotbars, I don't know how they keep track of all that. Again, though, in combat, you're not using all that, but it would be for different stuff. How many sparks was that? That was only 2. Okay. Alright. So I'm probably gonna need more Enshrouded Ice. Not a lot, but like, I think 20 would do it. So we can go get that now. Over time, I've grown to enjoy playing games like this with my son, and usually I volunteer to go gathering stuff while he's just like building. It's like, I've got a really nice house in this game right now, but that's because I found a ruined house and then patched it up. But if I'm just like building from scratch, I just make a big box. he'll like spend more time on the creative aspect, and I'm happy to just keep bringing him lumber and stuff. One QL thing would be auto loot. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I just chopped this down, and now I have to hit E like I'm a dolphin running over this stuff. I would love for it to just vacuum it up. Yeah, the I think Windrose, the pirate-themed Enshrouded-like game that we played during Next Fest, I think that one had auto loot, and that was really nice. Like, I tried Windrose with a friend 2 nights ago, and we had a blast. I hope they modify the ship combat a bit so the other players can do more than just stand around and board. But yeah, it was a blast. Cool. Oh, did you see that? The lightning arced up and hit the thing in the air. Oh, this is an interesting way of doing it. So if I just wait for him to shoot me, and then I shoot it with chain lightning, the shot bounces and hits him. Where's my loot? There it is. Waka 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 waka. I did not notice auto loot in windrows unless you mean just running over the item. That's what I meant, yeah. Like, like you chop down a tree and then like all the little bits of lumber just kind of vacuum into your inventory, and you don't have to like, you don't have to go E, 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 E. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Thank you.
Did you get the ship combat at the end of Winter Rose demo? No. We did not play the demo long enough for me to hit that. I spent like I played like 2 hours of it on the little island. Why I suddenly hear E. I am now a dolphin. I'm reminded of a thing on Twitter I saw once. Said it was about the Miami Dolphins, the football team, and someone, the article had a title, and it was like, after lots of legal paperwork going back and forth, finally, Billy so-and-so is now officially a Dolphin. And the top response to it was, imagine how much more magical this would be if football didn't exist. Also, your loot in this game, if it's on a slope, can slide down the hill. Like that. That didn't go too far, but sometimes it's annoying. Okay. Back home. Joe Cool! Thank you for the Prime. 29 months you've been supporting. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. You know, short story for you guys, chat. One of the things that I was told I could try to do to help with the messed up throat thing was, like, some people with the thing that I was diagnosed with, like, when they're sleeping and their body's horizontal, it's easier for the acid to, like, come up their throat. And so they feel way worse in the morning. Now, I usually feel better in the morning, so I don't think I'm having that. But one of the things they say is, like, if you elevate the head of your bed 4 to 5 inches, so your body is at a slight incline, it can help with that. Or sleep in like a recliner or something instead of like on a bed. And last night I was miserable, chat. I just felt terrible, like it's just in this, and I was just like, you know what? I'm desperate. I don't think it's gonna help, but I'll try it. And of course I can't. You know, my wife and I share a bed, so I can't just like prop the whole bed up 5 inches. So I got a second pillow, and I was just like sleeping on 2 pillows to prop myself up a bit. And I'm not used to that. I woke up the next morning, and you know in the movie Aladdin when the genie wakes up and he's like, oh, such a crick in the neck. Just, like, that was me. That was me this morning. Like, hey, dude, it was crunchy. Every movement. I was like, oh my god. This was a mistake. Did your throat feel better? No, thanks for asking. No, it didn't. Let's see. Are you ready to grow up? You'll be a nice hamburger someday. Let's see. Do they need more yak food? I got 38 right now. Have you ever tried a veggie burger? I haven't tried one, no. But I'm not opposed to eating meat, so I've never had the need. Have to dry some purple berries. What do you like most about Enshrouded? What do I like most? What the? I will fireball, I swear to God. Get off the... I'm trying to feed you. Oh my God, this is like having cats. Anyway. No, I have not had a veggie burger. What do I like about Enshrouded? I don't know, just, the building system's really good. The way that you can, like, you know, go to an area that is already kind of half-built and, like, you know, take it over and then add on to it's pretty nice. Your goals are kind of clear, you know? If at any time you're lost and you don't know what to do, you can be like, all right, what do I need to strengthen the flame? And you can use this like a shopping list. I really like that. I like having some direction. Like, open world games are cool, but I like having something to focus on. Like, I'm the kind of guy, if I'm in Minecraft, after beating the Ender Dragon, I get bored, because I need some kind of long-term goal, you know?
Hey. Hello.
So, I like that this makes it pretty clear-cut on, like, what you should be working on. Never have veggie burgers, they're disgusting. I had a bison burger once. There was a restaurant. It was a work lunch my boss took us to when I was in tech support one day, and it was bison burgers. They had bison meat apparently, and it was fine. It was kind of gamey, like, you know, like if you get a burger from Wendy's and a burger from McDonald's, you can tell they taste it. Like, they're both burgers, but you can tell they taste different. It's kind of like that. It just tasted like a burger from a different place, but it wasn't, like, amazing. Like, I've never had another one. I wasn't, like, craving more. The bucket. Another QOL? I should not need to be holding a water bucket to see if a plant has grown. This is silly. Okay. Alright, progress. Let's see, we're gonna need a total of, what is it? 50 Wolfsbane. I think there's 36 planted right now. And I got 5, so that's 41. So I'm gonna have to plant another set. So we'll do that. The plants need a done aura. Yeah, without the water bug, because, like, for example, the berry bush. If you plant the berry bush, it will say harvest when it becomes a bush before it grows berries. Like, there's a stage where it's growing, a stage where it's like just a bush and it just gives like plant fiber, and then there's a stage where it gives plant fiber and berries. So if you just get stuff when it's ready to be harvested, you will miss out on things. At the moment, it looks like Farmville 3D. Yeah, I'm growing a lot of reagents for alchemy, like healing potions and stuff like that. Alright, let's see. We'll need another spark. I don't recall if I got that one. Check that. Game name? Magus, this is Enshrouded. It's similar to Valheim, if you've ever heard of that. That didn't hit. That hit. Look at that tree. Snow. Oh, there's more amethyst here. Look at that. That's much easier to reach. Alright, we finally have enough sparks. Now it's just the plants and the stuff that's cooking in the lab. Sure. With that, we can do a little bit of exploration. Because now, essentially, just time needs to pass. As long as we keep the stuff at home busy, just stop by from time to time and move crops around and stuff, we are progressing the MSQ. Nugget, what the hell? Did you try melee ranged or did you go with magic straight away? I was doing a mixture of melee and magic for a long time. So the early spells are like single target, like a tiny little dart of fire, for example. And anytime I had a bunch of enemies around me, I was using melee a lot. However, as I have progressed and I get the ability to do area of effect magic, I no longer needed melee for that one reason. So I started using more and more magic. I didn't really mess with archery at all. Have you ever had an Oklahoma onion burger, onions cooked into the patty? No. Because of my messed up throat, I'm not currently allowed to have onions, but that sounds like it could be good. Alright, so just doing a random side quest right now. There's something over here that's in my quest log. Search this area. Okay, ow. Oh no. Oh, at least I've got a big level advantage on him. Dude, he's still, even with me like 10 levels higher than him, he's like, 30 your health. I cast, show me the loot. This is my favorite thing about being a caster in this game. The show me all the loot spell. Ah. What was your favorite games from the Steam Next Fest? Ooh, I think Wanderberg and Far Far West. We're gonna do it. Maybe tonight we'll do a little section of the stream where we I make not a tier list. I feel like that would be kind of mean for indie devs, but we'll like make a list of all the games I tried, and then I'll do like a little recording where I gush about my favorite ones. I think that could be a fun little vid. But yeah, I think Wanderberg and Far Far West are my favorites, and then there was quite a few that I liked. But there was a few that were like addictive that I didn't want to put down, which are the ones I was just mentioning. Did you try Nightmare Circus? No, it doesn't ring a bell. I don't think anyone recommended that to me. Open sesame. Basement. Is there a secret door down here? Oh. Yeah, it's that time. Chat, give me just a moment. Alright. Let's see. Don't see one. We're in the quest area, so I wouldn't have been surprised if there was a secret door in that basement, but doesn't seem to be. It really seems like it's in this building, but let's just clip through that, that's fine. There's no staircases here. If you lived on the 4th floor of this place, how do you get home each day? Whoever created Curse in Dark Souls and Disruption in Lies of P deserves a special place in hell. Wasn't Curse the bar that if it fills up, you just straight up die? Like the little big-eyed guys would do that? Same for disruption lies of B. Gotcha. Are you playing one of those right now? Ah, dang it. Retreat, reach the location, and eliminate the enemies there to find 4 cosmetic items. What? Vipro says, "Hey Muck, I'm watching your Hold on. Hey Mike, I'm watching your Neo playthrough on YouTube. I wanted to say you could toggle through equipment stats page, description page similar to... Oh, I just got the hunter garb. Oh, the enemies literally drop them. Oh, I've never had a quest to do this. You could toggle through the equipment stats page, description page similar to Dark Souls descriptions, and the set effects by pressing C. You can also compare with your current gear by pressing V. The keys you gotta press show between the columns on your screen in case you forget. Thank you, Vipro. Yes, I did. Maybe it was later in the playthrough after the spot you saw. I did have someone tell me about the C thing. So that I have learned. I don't know if I knew about the V thing, so appreciate that. I'll try to remember that. Yeah, that game has a lot of menus, a lot of systems. It's tough remembering everything. Lockpick. Alright. So I'm wondering if I already killed the guys that dropped the other items and I just didn't loot them because I was like, ah, they're low level, who cares? So now I'm trying to remember where everyone was that I killed. If their bodies have already rotted, I might have to come back here later when they respawned. Ah, there, hunter pants. It's not all of it, though. Why that fireball makes your burglary less stealth? Who said I was trying to be stealthy? Bye to YouTube, have fun with the shrouded. Okay, thanks, Vipro. Besides, I'm totally stealthy. No one remembers that I was here. That's true stealth. Alright. I'll revisit that later. Let's go unload the bags. Thank you for the Prime sub, Vipro. Appreciate you.
Hey!
Hey! All right. Okay, cosmetic. Do I like any of this? That's kind of a just different color of this. Nope.
Hello.
Chip says good morning all.
What?
Okay, repair. Oh, the lab. The laboratory. God, it's still going. Oh man, this stuff. 10 minutes per combine. If it wasn't so annoying to make labs, I'd make more labs to speed it up. Only 10 minutes, new Warframe is 36 hours. Wow, you're really convincing me to try that game. Okay. Let's do that.
Oh.
Oh. How am I doing on lock? Oh, we still got plenty of lockpicks, no problems there. Okay. Alright, so the yard is busy, the potion thing is busy. Nothing more to do there at the moment, so we're as caught up as can be on MSQ stuff. So now we can do another side thing. So, let's see. Where's the side quest? Something there, might just be Gemforge. Lost Villager Soul. So that's like another person? Gonna be a bit tight to squeeze another bed into our current house, but let's see who this is. Yeah, your description of Warframe right now reminds me of like Clash of Clans. But, yeah, Clash of Clans is a mobile game. It's like, oh yeah, upgrade the town hall, come back in 3 days. Or 30 days. That's Deadly Shroud. Okay. Wow. What? So despite that quest being at, like, the first zone in the game, it's in the hot sauce. Or there's, like, it's right on the border of the hot sauce. Alright, we're gonna change the angle a little bit here. That's not gonna work. Dang it. This didn't go well. Landed where I wanted to land, but then proceeded to tumble off of it. What the heck? Okay, that was weird. An iron? I think that might be iron or tin. Probably dig up, but it'd be a bit tedious. Oh, that's not working. Oh no. Oh no. Damn it. So what happened there is I jumped on the glider and I was holding the forward button. And when you get on the glider, pressing forward tilts it down. So I was like running, jump, glide, and then I just dive bombed. It's kind of annoying to get to. I just traveled north and used the bridge. Yeah, I saw the bridge just a moment ago, but because of where I came from, it was difficult to reach it. What is my... He's just dancing. Mine up if you can't reach it. Oh, I'm way ahead of you. Like FYI, the ramen that I ordered from Amazon went up $7 to the 10-pack. You might have to up your sub cost. I actually haven't had ramen in a while, but I usually just have the Maruchan cup noodles, which are like 30 cents. Alright, I could drop down for whatever this is, but... kind of a pain to get back up here. You know what? Hang on. This is just going to be temporary. Alright. Now I can get back up here easy. Oh! hello.
GG, always a pleasure watching you play.
There's a lot of dudes. Who dat? The last man. Thank you, last man. Appreciate you again. Alright, so there was a little shroud route there that I had missed. Those are usually good experience. 5 skill points at the moment. What was it going? Oh, that's right. I was going for Beastmaster because I thought it looked fun. Well, Dagger Master doesn't really help, but. Morning, Mike. Are you playing Power World when the full version releases? Probably not. It's not really my thing. What made you so addicted to this game? Honestly, it just plays really well. It's kind of like Guild Wars 2. It's just very fluid. It's got some rough moments, but you know, for an EA game, like, if I wasn't told this was an EA game, I wouldn't think it was. It plays really well. Mug is an all-powerful wizard now. I do alright. That was not nearly as effective as I hoped it would be. I was not trying to hit sit. The night is ruined. Trust me, live music will be great for your tavern. No, we'd never cause trouble. Think of all the mead you'll sell with the honeydew serenading your customers. What a mess. That guy really had me wrapped around his little finger. I should have known that this band would cause trouble. There's such a bad reputation for stage fights after all, but a live breakup? Come on now. And this bastard Miles even tried to get a room here after his band ruined my establishment. I threw him out, but I swear I could still hear his stupid flute being played somewhere nearby. It's so damn grating. He does it to mock me while I picked up shattered plates and flipped tables back around. Hello. I thought he was going to come around the corner after the first fireball, but he didn't. Location above. So is it in here, or is it on the roof? It's on the roof. So that he was the guy that got kicked out was playing up here. Ornate flute. The band is history. So that's it. My honeydews are no more. We've split up many times, but something tells me last night was final. What's worse is that those bastards at the tavern wouldn't give me a room after my oh-so-kind bandmates, former bandmates, I suppose, made a mess of the place while fighting. Harper and Daniel never got along, but this was something else entirely. I should have tried to stop Harper from storming off towards that keep, but I was so busy dodging Dan's swings that I could hardly focus on anything else. As it stands, I got no band, no payment, and no bed. The bartender even insulted me. Me! Miles Rapport! Don't they know I'm a musical genius? Fools. In the morning I'll set out again. Seems I needn't pack my flute. Perhaps I should give cobbling another try. So he says I'm a musical genius and then just leaves his flute. Hey. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, I missed one. Found the soul. Don't know whose soul, but I found a soul. What do you got for dinner? Wait, I know that sound. There's a boss lady throwing poison bombs at me. Oh! Oh, dang it. Did I get poison? Poison is so nasty in this game. Oh, the Almanac of Plants and Seedlings. We've already gotten that before. Okay. Rice. I asked my wife if she could just make me rice for lunch. I was craving that. And she did. So I got a bowl of rice and a bottle of soy sauce. Alright, let's head back and unload this stuff. I'm wondering if we give the flute to the bard lady, or if we just keep it. Because I know you can play music on it.
Hi.
Hello.
Let's see. Hang on, let's go to the rest of it. Let's watch this. Let's see what this sounds like. That's not a flute, that's more like a recorder. Okay. Alright, salvage. Don't need that. Don't need that. Deposit. Deposit.
Oi!
Deposit. Lost parts. Alright, I don't need to carry the flute around. We got a few instruments in this thing. We'll put it in there. Alright. Maybe it's a translation issue. The German word for recorder is literally flute. Is Enshrouded made by a German team? Got me curious. Okay, so if these say harvest, they're ready. Ah, I accidentally picked up a seedling. Okay, this is still growing. Alright, what else? What else? Put this away. Okay, can check on the progress up here at the lab. Insufficient materials. Okay. Oh, it's finally finished that. Alright. What does it need to make more? It needs more shroud vapor. Alright, so there's some more shroud vapor. We'll grab this and put these in a box downstairs. Got a bunch of gentian from picking the crops. That goes in here. Alright. Soup mug. Soup. Soup mug. What's up? Oh, what's up? What's up? You're just like, soup mug? You forgot the soup. Turn around. Like, wait, what? Is there any more baby axe? Not at the moment. Okay. Alright, plants and lab are busy. Nothing more we can do for this at the moment. So... side stuff. The Nomad Highlands Hollow Halls. Do I have a key for that place? Oh, you know what? Hold on a sec. Before we do that, we need to destroy the altar that we made a minute ago. Actually, that altar is pretty close to another thing. Okay, we'll leave it for now. Let's see if we can find the Hollow Halls. Did I just get shot at? That sounded like an arrow. Looks like our target might be up on that big hill there. Can we parkour up there? Or do we need a diggy hole? Oh, stamina's almost gone. Give it a minute. Hey Mug, thanks to you I got my first Leggy, the Fractal Gloves, and I'm about 550 gold in value away from my first Leggy weapon. Nice! Congratulations! I don't know if you're interested in doing it, but to most people, I recommend to get those gloves as their first one, and then Season of the Dragons as their second. Because the Season of the Dragons amulet and the Acacia gloves are both kind of freebies. You just spend time. stamina again. Oh, I'm actually too high up. The question is, how far down do I go? That's a flame sanctum. Hey, Nog. There it is. There it is. Do I have a key for this thing? Requires a Nomad's Highland Bone Key. Alright. We want to have an altar here. In case we face any altercations. Alright. So, we found the next mega dungeon. Let's go see about getting a key.
Hey!
What? I don't have enough ectoplasm? 97 out of 100. Found in Springlands and Revelwood Hollow Halls. Do I have to go back to an old Hollow Halls? Hold on, where was the Springland Hollow Halls? That, okay, so it's like a torch symbol. There. Are you serious right now? Alright. Even in this game, you can't avoid ectos. I know. It's like having Charmon harass me across space and time. This is not the way. I'm trying to remember how to get up there. Is this game or Valheim better game? I enjoy both. I would say this one feels a little cleaner to play, I think. I think this one feels more polished. Like, Valheim is kind of like playing Dark Souls 1. Like, there's a clunkiness to it. And most people that play it enjoy that clunkiness. They're like, oh yeah, this is fine. But if you want like a smoother experience, I'm going to say this one. Oh, I actually need some of this stuff. Yoink. Oh, I'm getting body blocked. Get off of me! I'm just trying to rob you, jeez. Oh, path. This might be what I need. I'm doing New Game Plus and Liza P for the achievements of Boy It's Fast compared to first run. What was that mecha game I played from FromSoft? Armored Core. It was Armored Core. Armored Core 6, I remember we got through like the first playthrough and then went to New Game Plus. And in New Game Plus, like it just added more missions. It didn't make the stuff any stronger. So it's like bosses that took me 10 minutes on normal mode took me like 30 seconds on New Game Plus. They just died so fast. There's some ectoplasm. Alright, I've got enough. I'm gonna get some extra. This might be better. Actually, they're resistant to this also. So they're resistant to light burst and fireball and electricity, but I'm so much higher level that it doesn't really matter. Alright. Gotten 13 thingies. Alright, that should be enough. The best New Game Plus I played is Black Myth Wukong. It's a revenge run, and you'll be way overpowered for almost all the bosses. Then finally the Great Sage says no and takes all your relics and gets stronger. He says no. Alright. So now to make that key. Nomad Highlands Bone Key. Okay. Oh, lab. I was gonna check the lab. Okay, that's done. Okay, there's more Malvine. Alright, let's check the crops. Still growing. God, this stuff takes forever to grow. Alright, still going. Okay, day. Alright, let's go to the Mega Dungeon. Do you keep the key? I guess you do. place has seen better days. Really hate how when I want to swap spells, by the way, I have to hold down the cast button and then go through, like, mouse wheel through them all. Like, are you serious? Just let me bind them to buttons. Greater ectoplasm. Charmon would be like, oh. That did nothing. That is amusing, but that is also doing nothing. Is there any game you've played where you have to not only build a bed and a cooking facility, but a bathroom too? Oxygen not included. If you don't build bathrooms, your people just pee all over the place, and then it causes sickness and disease. And you have to assign someone to mop up the pee. Cult of the Lamb, too. Oh, yeah. True, 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 true. That's a lot of health bars. They were resistant to fire damage, but it hit all of them. Atmok, hey, I wanted to pop in and say as of a week or so ago, I got my first character to Guild Wars 2 to 80 and started unlocking mounts. I went with Druid, trying to decide... wait, a Druid is your mount? How scandalous. Trying to decide on a second character now to level when I don't feel like grinding things, flying mounts. Thanks for the great content, it made me stick with the game and I could love it more. Your congratulations, Masudo. I'm glad you're having fun. That's awesome. There was another passageway back here I haven't looked at yet. Oh, this is it. It just dead ends. Wait, is that a door? Oh ho! Wait, this can't be it. Oh, wait. What did I find? Foreboding golden urn. Mystic pants. Got a collectible. Ow, my legs! Torch. Helps a little bit. Alright, what are those things? Weird bats or something. Don't have to hit them if we hit the whole area. That is a deep pit. That is a deep pit. Alright, I think that right there, that green thing down there is a rune. And that is a rune. Oh my god, the chain lightning just... So, I've got a talent, and it's like when you get a critical hit, it'll do a very minor amount of lightning damage to like a very massive area around it. But those bat things, when they get hit with any damage, they get knocked out of the air. So that one lightning damage is just like knocking them all out of the sky. Ectoplasm blocks. Oh my gosh. Don't tell Charmon, you can make houses out of ectoplasm now. Okay, there's 2 runes there. Ah, jeez. Crap. That's not great. Oh, jeez, what? What are you guys doing over here? Get off of me! Oh my gosh. Great time for my food and drink buffs to wear off too. And since I needed a bunch of ectoplasm for this place, I'll probably need a bunch of ectoplasm for the next place. do that a third time. The gliders are great for, like, long traversal, but when you gotta do something very specific like that, I sometimes struggle with it. One more rune to find. Hang on. I know there was one that was really high up. I already got that one. I wonder if there's another up there that I might have missed. Oh. You playing solo or shared server? I am playing solo. Looking to play this for the first time. What's up? Well, I don't know everything, but I have learned a lot about the game. If you have any questions, let me know. Oh, there we go. That's the last room. Okay. Okay, save point. Repair. I cast Show Me the Loot. Oh, there was a dude in there. Ice Protection Lotion? I have never heard of that item. Great time to find that as we're finishing up the ice region. +1 ice armor per character level. +1 ice armor. So not frost resistance. I don't know what ice armor is. Red scythe in the distance. Goodness me, that's a lot of hit point bars. Reminder, I am 10 levels higher than that scythe guy. They are just that scary. It's for the dudes who shoot ice bolts at you. Okay. Oh, wrong spell. Cleaned bandage. I know if I find a clean bandage in a tome that's been sealed with decay for thousands of years, I'm just gonna put that right on my open wounds. spider webs. Oh! The big one made bibbies. We've got a minor poison on us, but we'll heal through it. Mystic Hate. Dried purple berry. Expect to find that down here. Spike traps to the right. And spike traps to the left. It's like an alternating pattern. Salvage some stuff for space. I am King Leoric now. There's something behind that. Inscribed golden urn. I found a collectible. Very secret. I did not think he could do that from behind the thingy. Okay, we have a problem. Wait, does this work? I've never tried jumping wand shots before. Ow. tiring, but it worked. Who dat? Mushunya! Thank you for the prime, Mush. Appreciate you. Ow. Okay. First glance, this hall seems to dead end. Mike, your quest is to make cat bait, which means you must now go get your cat. I really don't like the taming minigame. I'm pretty sure the cat gives the same buff the dog does, based on what chat's told me. Besides, do you really want me caring for another animal in this game? I'm not even feeding the current ones. Ever since I found out they don't die if you don't feed them. Turned around. That probably goes deeper into the dungeon. Okay, this is a dead end. That makes this easier. That's a spawner. Okay, found another save point. I would guess we're like halfway through this place now. Holy crap, look at that room. There's a lot going on in that room. I'm in the Mines of Moria. Alright, there's a teleporter here. Is that an undead Cyclops? Okay, I see a... Oh, God. Oh, there's more teleporters. Okay, I see a couple of runes there. Okay, so... this is either going to take me more up or back to where I started. Let me see where this goes. Alright, I'm back down on the ground floor. Okay. So this just goes back and forth between two spots. Okay, might go over to that one. Okay, confirmed, it does. There's no path that they can take to reach me right now, so I think that they're just kind of stumped on what to do. I'm guessing same thing here. Ah! Muck all of you! With updraft gliding, I might be able to cross that. But they would not design this place where updraft gliding is required, so that probably is another vertical teleporter there in the middle. Also, there's a rune in the... 2 runes in midair in the middle of the room. Probably teleporter there to there. Oh, hello! Sorry, didn't realize it was occupied. Another one down. Oh, there's the door. Oh my god. Am I reading that right? There's 9 more? There's 9 more runes. Muck you. I ain't never seen so many runes. Probably there to there. And I think after this one, I'll have bordered the entire upper, what do we call this? Catwalk? Rafters? I'll have bordered the rafters of this room. Hi, Chip. What's up? All right. Hi. I'm moving something that I think was in his way. Let's see. Alright. I don't know if I can get both of those in the same trip. It would require some finesse with the glider that I don't know that I have. Okay. What? Oh my gosh. Hi. Parkour! Well... Sometimes there are mobs that have a glow on them and they count as a rune. I haven't seen any of those glows in here yet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Although, the door says 6 more. Wait a minute. Aha! Okay, alright. We got some sneaky ones in the pillars. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, wait, there's a grapple. Alright, so we need to circle the room again, but looking at the midsections of the pillars. Ah! Where's the grapple point? Grapple, please! There's not one. We're gonna have to port up and glide down again. Oh my gosh! Well, now I know what happens if you get clawed while teleporting, I guess. I think it was one of those two. Goes northeast. Oh, there was a grapple point, but it was in the center of the pillar, not on the exterior. many more of these? Okay, I already got that one. It's saying that there is one that I've missed. Is it the Cyclops? No, it's there. I see it. Okay, hold on. That's south by southeast. Ow. Hey, Muck, when are you going to train Chip to lay down on Sheraton's shoulder so you can get a parrot cat? He is already very social. And, I think he is just fine. I think he is just fine. Like, Hassan wishes his pet liked him as much as Chip likes us. I think we're good. What did I say a minute ago? It's east by southeast, I think. Yeah, that's it. No. No, 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 no. Dang it. There. Oh, there's a spawner down there. Okay. Now, where was the barrier again? It was at one of the ends of the room. But I don't recall if it was far south or far north. I think that's where we entered from. Ow. So, was it far west? Pretty sure this was where the rune door was. Holy crap. I think we were in that room for like 20 minutes. That was kind of cool. It was memorable, but that was a lot. Yeah, the skeleton people who designed that place are like, no one will ever be able to hit all these runes. I mean, some of them are in the air. Who could possibly hit the runes in the air? Yeah, I'm just like, whee! I'm not sure. So that, I am predicting, is going to be the last breakpoint before the end of this place. I don't know. Alright, hang on a sec. That was the chain lightning. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this dungeon before I'm out of time today, but we will At the very least, we'll be able to restart from this spot that we're at right this second. Why can't I loot this? Let's get rid of the furniture. Now I can loot it. Got a left and a right. Left is a dead end, alright. That was weird. Tarzan noises. Oh my gosh. Mid-air fireball channeling. Oh man. Discovering the jump cast tech in this game, it was game changing for moments like this. Four greater mana potions, wow. Wow. I didn't backtrack, did I? I'm a little worried that I got mixed up and I went the wrong way. No. Okay, there's mobs here. I haven't been here. Alright, this is a dead end, so I have to go down the hall with all of the guys. Let's get Chain Lightning out. Glad I used that potion. I would have died if I hadn't. I used it just in case and then got smacked one more time. Those scythe guys, man. I never got him stunned. I fired all that chain lightning and I saw a bunch of the little guys get stunned and the big guy never got stunned. But the previous scythe guy that we fought, I did stun him with a few chain lightning, so I was expecting him to stop at some point, but he never did. Hey Mike, what is this game? What do you think of it? This is Enshrouded. It's quite fun. It's in early access. The game is technically not even done yet, but I'm already like over 50 hours into it, and I still haven't hit anything that makes me think this game is unfinished. It runs really smoothly, plays really well. It's like Valheim. It's an open world survival craft. You know, you can make a base, you can craft your own stuff, you, like, as far as equipment, and also the, what the hell am I looking at? You can craft equipment, you can craft buildings, lots of stuff. Besides the dragon fight, it's true, I think the dragon fight was poorly done, but they're apparently reevaluating the combat for the game. Okay, so that teleported me from down there to all the way up here. 2 runes in this room. Which means they're probably pretty well hidden. Okay, well, it's about 2 o'clock. So we just hit a save point a second ago, so it should save our progress there. So, we are going to take advantage of that, because it is right at 2 p.m. for me, and we are going to save it there, and we will pick it back up from this spot in the dungeon next time. Noveline says the building is some of the best in the game, the amount of freedom you have as well. It's quite good, yeah. It is quite good, and the interface is pretty friendly. I also like some of the little things, like how, you know, you can dig a tunnel. Like, in Valheim, you can't dig tunnels. It's a small thing, but I appreciate that. All right, with that, chat, our morning stream has come to a close. If you happen to be new to my channel, my name is Muck. I stream every evening and every weekday morning. I will be back in about 5 hours for the evening stream if you wish to join me then. Hit the follow button if you're on Twitch, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Here's links to my 2 YouTube channels. And a special thank you to our patrons. They keep this channel alive with their support. I could not do this without their help. There's a link to that in the chat if you'd like to be a supporter. Shilling complete. Thank you for listening. I am going to find someone to raid on the Twitch side of things. Let me see, who do we know that is live right now? Looks like Cello Frag is live, and he's doing some giveaways right now. So those of you who are Guild Wars 2 enjoyers, maybe I can get you guys some free stuff. I'll raid Cello, we'll see if you guys get anything. We'll see you guys over there, and once again, I will be back later tonight. See ya!